Hello and welcome everyone. Today I'm going to start solving the third problem set. So this is the third problem set, so you can find this PDF with the resources next to the video. So let's start with problem 1. So here it asks you, write a C program which reads a text from the standard input, which is the keyboard basically, and if its length is bigger than 10, print out the second 5 letters, which are letters at index 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. For example, here's we have a sample input. So this is the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F up to P. And then when I give the program this text here, it'll skip the first 5, the A, the B, the C, the D, and the E, and then print the second 5 characters. So the F, J, H, I, J, F, G, H, I, J. And that's the output. So that's basically what we have to do. Now again, I suggest that you try this problem on your own and then see how I did it. Now here I have code blocks opened here. So here I've included a couple of standard libraries. So standard IO, standard library, string, and booleans. Now the first thing that I'm going to have to do is basically I'm going to copy that input, I'm going to copy that over into a text variable. So I'm going to call this text1 so that I can test with that. Now the purpose of this problem is to be able to extract substring from a bigger string. So let's do that. So let's create text2 variable which will contain the result of our substring, and that is an array. So I'm gonna make them all arrays of 100 characters. So this is an array of 100 character, and basically in the course I've shown you a method, a function, which allows you to copy n characters from string 1 onto string 2, and that function is called strcpy, which stands for string copy. But since we are interested to copy only 5 characters and not the entire string, I'm going to add this n here, so string n copy. There you go. And as you can see here, it takes 3 parameters. The first one is the destination, where we want to copy the text, so that's text2. So text2, we're going to copy 5 characters from text1 onto text2, and then the source, which is text1, we're going to take our text from text1, so text1, and then how many characters are we interested to copy? We are interested to copy 5 characters. Now if I print text2, as you can see, it prints A, B, C, D, E, U, and a couple of garbage there. Okay, so we are interested only with the 5 characters. So A, B, D, E. So the U and that exclamation mark and the other U are a bunch of garbage. And the reason they are there is because the strncpy function just only copy the characters. It did not add the last \0 there, so there's no null terminated string here. Text2 must end with \0, okay? So we have to add that on manually. We know that text2 must contain 5 characters. So those 5 characters are indexed from 0 to 4. Character 0, character 1, character 2, character 3, and character 4. So the last character, which is at index 5, must be character 0, and that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna say text2 at index 5 will take \0, and now when I hit compile and run again, as you can see, it prints the 5 characters and then it stops. Okay, because it knows where it stops. There's the \0 in there. Alright. But if we get back to the problem statement here, it is asking us to print the second 5 letters and not the first 5 letters, right? So there's a pretty a minor change here. which is basically, here we're sending as the source text1, right? So text1 is a string, and we know that a string is just a character pointer, right? A pointer that points to the first character. So if we're interested in the second 5 letters, then what if we send a pointer to the 5th character? So that's what we're gonna do. So instead of sending that pointer there that points to the first character, we're gonna send another pointer which points to the 5th character, or let's say the 6th character, since we start at index 0. And now let's so it's like we're sending another string. We're not sending A, B, C, D, E, F, J, and so on. We're only sending F, G, H, I, J, and that string. So the first 5 characters are ignored. So let's try that, and as you can see, that's what the problem is asking us to print. And the final thing we have to add here is, well, we have to get this string from the user. So just add in a message there. So type in your text, and then scanf, or let's get string, and I'm gonna give it the text. I'm gonna give it the text1 string, so text1. And of course, these two must be written after the declaration of the variables so that we can access them. And let's see. Now it asks me to type in a text. I'm going to type in the same example there. So A, B, C, D, E, F, J, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, whatever. And as you can see, same result. Now let's try with another example. So I'm going to type in hello world. As you can see, it prints world. Now let's try a third example. What if I give it, say for example, hello W? Well, it prints W, right? But if we get back to the problem statement, it says that the length must be bigger than 10 in order to print the second 5 letters. If it's not bigger, then we should not print anything, okay? So we're gonna add a final if statement here, which is basically if the length of text1 is bigger than 10, in that scenario, then we are gonna execute this. Otherwise, we're gonna quit. So, well, let's flip this. If the length is less than 10, then we're gonna return. Okay, so that will return from the main function. Thus, the program will get terminated. So if you'd like to halt the program from execution, use return, or you could use the exit function. Well, basically those are the 2 known methods. So let's try this, and I'm going to give it a text, so hello. So that's a hello, and as you can see, it prints nothing because it returned. You can use exit instead. So that's a function that takes an integer, so that's exit with the code 0. And as you can see, it does the exact same thing. And there you go, that's the 0 that we have returned with. Cool. Let's get that back to return. And yeah, so basically that's how to solve the first problem. Try to work on the rest of the problems, the second and the third problem, and see you at the next video.